Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Shannon. I'm a full-time online reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop, and I'm coming at you today with another Whatsold video. This is for the week of November 11th to November 18th, so this was for last week. My goal is to try to do one of these every week on Monday, but I haven't been able to do that lately, so hopefully I can begin like more of a YouTube video routine for you guys. But on another note, we reached 200 subscribers, which is super exciting. Thank you to anyone that subscribed. It means so much to me. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe if you like this kind of content. Okay, so let's get into the sales. So for last week, I had 10 Poshmark sales and 10 eBay sales. I also had 2 Depop sales, and I didn't make any sales on Mercari last week, so Mercari has been very slow for me. So for Poshmark, my net profit for last week was $155.55. My net profit for eBay last week was, actually this is my gross profit for eBay, I'm sorry. This is the number of the sale minus the cost of shipping, but not minus the eBay and PayPal fees. Last week was $313.93. So eBay's been on fire lately. Like, it's going so well. I'm gonna do an eBay sales tips 2 video for you guys, but a huge reason my eBay's been more successful lately is because what I do is I run back-to-back eBay sales, and I always do at least 25 to 35% off. So that is a tip I learned from someone on YouTube, and I can't remember who, but they were basically saying to run back-to-back eBay sales instead of, like, for example, a week-long sale where everything's 25% off, because if you run little sales consistently, it creates a sense of urgency for a buyer when they see that that sale's ending in, say, 2 days, as opposed to the fact that it's going on for a whole week. So I've been doing that, and it's really working well. So also last week on Depop, my net profit was $86.40. Altogether, after fees and after my cost of goods for last week, I made a net profit of $457.02, so definitely not bad. I did, however, have one Poshmark case opened on me, which they're returning back to me. I should be getting it soon. I talked about it in my last video, and I just really missed a flaw in a fleece. It was on the inside of the fleece, so I missed that, and I told them I would accept the return. So moving on, I'm going to be showing what sold in the pictures over here. So my first sale on November 12th was this Children's Place puppy baby hat, and it was for babies, I think 12 months. I made $4.05 on that hat, and I actually showed that in my last thrift haul, so if you haven't watched that, make sure to go watch. It was a really cute fleecy puppy hat, so adorable. November 13th, I sold this St. John's Bay holiday dog sweater, and I made $16 on that sweater. I was tempted to keep it if it didn't sell. It was a men's sweater, but it would have fit me with like leggings. I would have been able to wear it a little oversized. On November 13th, I sold this pair of UGG boots, and I made $20 on those boots. I picked those up at a yard sale over the summer. I believe I paid about $5 for those, so I made a pretty good profit. November 13th, I sold this Athleta sweater. I made $7.05 on that sweater. It sat for a really long time. I thought it was a really unique sweater, and I wasn't able to find a stock photo online or the exact style, but it was sitting all summer, so I took a lower offer just to get it going. On November 15th, I sold these Sam Edelman spike heels. The style name is the Rosa heels, and they're really cool. They have spikes all over them. They did have some flaws. I think 1 or 2 of the spikes was missing, so I included that in the listing, but I did make $16 on those heels, and I was happy to see them go. they were listed for a long time, since at least the beginning of the summer. On November 15th, I sold this J. Crew Anchor mini skirt, and this was a result of sending offer to Lakers. I believe the Sam Edelman heels was a result of that as well. I made $4.25 on that skirt. On November 15th, I sold this pair of LL Bean vintage bean boots, and I was going to do a thrift haul for this, but I didn't, but I actually only picked those up last Monday. So I picked those up on Monday, and they sold on November 15th, so they sold a few days later. I made $32 on those boots, and I got a 5-star review, which was great. On November 16th, I sold this Pleone shirt. I'm not sure how to say that brand. It is spelled Pleoine, and it was a sheer shirt with like a little print on it. It was kind of a career shirt. I made $15.80 on that shirt. On November 17th, I sold a pair of boots that were actually from my own personal collection. I've had them for a few years, but I really only wore them a few times, and they were a pair of Sorel holiday plaid. They were red and green plaid boots, perfect for the holidays, and I made $29.40 on those boots, and they sold really quickly. I actually sold another pair of Sorel boots on eBay this week that were also from my personal closet. Both of those pairs of boots I only listed, I think, the week before. So Sorel is a great brand to pick up. I don't usually see them out thrifting, probably because they're such a good brand that people keep them for a long time. They're really good boots in the snow, but if you ever see it, definitely pick it up. They retail for a lot of money too if you go to the website. So I made $29.40 on those boots. And on November 18th, my last sale of the week on Posh was this vintage Calvin Klein polo. It was a red and white polo. I've had it listed all summer, so I was happy to see that go too, and I made $11 on that sale. Okay, moving on to eBay sales for the week. I had 10 eBay sales, as I said, and I made $313.93 on eBay, so it was a really good eBay week. On November 12th, I sold this pair of Sorel boots, which were, again, from my personal collection. And they, I'm not sure of the style name, but they had fur on the top, and they're black, almost knee-high boots. And I made $38.37 on those boots. On the 12th, I also sold this pair of ski team gloves. I'll put a picture and a description of the brand here because I'm not sure how to say them, but just so that if you see them out, definitely get them. I made $50.53 on this pair of gloves, so definitely make sure to check out the winter gloves when you're out at the thrift store. They were also really high quality leather, like a very thick glove for skiing, and they said ski team on them, which I thought was really cool. So that was a great sale, and I think I picked those up at an estate sale a few weeks prior, so they weren't sitting too long, and I kind of took a chance on them, so I'm glad I did. This was on November 13th, I believe. I sold this Patagonia dress. This was one of my only times finding Patagonia. I'm still waiting to find my Patagonia fleece. I want one of those printed ones that everyone loves. They're so cool. I've never seen one out thrifting before, but if I do, I'll obviously pick it up. This was like an athletic dress, and it had a built-in bra. I made $26.13 on that dress. On November 13th as well, I sold this Emma Fox bag that I did feature on a thrift haul over the beginning of the fall a few months ago. It wasn't sitting too long, but I made $74.86 on the sale. And Emma Fox is a brand that I wasn't familiar with, but through researching, I think they're sold at Macy's, and they do retail for about $150 to $200 range. So they're a good bag to pick up. This was a really nice bag. It was a baby blue with snakeskin. Really nice bag. On November 15th, I sold this Halo computer game, which we had in our basement. It was Frankie's game, and he wasn't playing it anymore, so I sold it. I made $15.90 on that game. Also on the 15th, I sold this Ninja Turtle Chia Pet. This was a funny sale. I bought this for Frankie for Christmas, and I accidentally left it out in my office, and he saw it, so I decided to list it instead because it ruined the surprise. So he said I could sell it, and I made $2.74 on that sale. However, I think I paid about $2 for it at the thrift store, so I think I only made like 74 cents on that. On November 16th, I sold this Aztec Weekender bag. This did not have a brand, but I picked it up based on style, and it was a really interesting sale because by the end of when this finally sold, it actually didn't take that long to sell, first of all, and it had 10 watchers on eBay by the time it sold. So I think it was just based on style. It was a good leather, big Weekender bag, had an Aztec design on it, and I made $32.34 on that bag. November 16th, I sold this Marks & Spencer 100% silk vintage shirt, and this was given to me by my mom's boyfriend. He gave me a bag of clothes to sell, and he's had that shirt since like the 80s or 90s, and it was a dark like cobalt blue, really, really nice feeling silk shirt, and I made $38.42 on that shirt, and 100% profit since it was given to me for free. On the 16th, I sold this Mickey Mouse raincoat, which I featured in a recent thrift haul a few weeks ago, so it really didn't take long to sell, and I made $24.74. Also on the 16th, my last eBay sale of the week, I sold this band t-shirt. It was that band To Write Love on her arms. I made $9.90 on that t-shirt. And then I had two Depop sales for the week. And on the 11th, I sold these vintage Doc Marten sandals. They were a really chunky sandal. Anytime I see vintage Doc Martens or just this style of shoe, I will pick it up because they got a lot of interest on Depop and Poshmark. I made $36 on those shoes, and the buyer was super nice. She was messaging me all week to make sure that they would still be available, and I kind of put them aside for her. On November 11th, I sold this vintage Hard Rock Cafe leather jacket, which I think I bought this at a yard sale. I can't really remember now, but I've had it since the summer. And I made $50.40 on that jacket, so that was an awesome sale. That was all of my sales for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this and that it was a little bit helpful in terms of what you can pick up if you see it in the thrift store or at a yard sale while you're out sourcing for your business. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment and subscribe, and I'll try to do more frequent Whatsold videos because I do love watching them myself and I find them helpful. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!